The U.S. Army has chosen Enduring Shield from Dynetics to build prototypes for its system to counter both drone and cruise missile threats. The decision came after the Army held a shoot-off that pitted Dynetics against a Rafael and Raytheon Technologies team at White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. Interestingly, Iron Dome from Israel Rafael Advanced Defense Systems has lost out in spite of having a head start. Even in the recent skirmish with Hamas, Iron Dome has been instrumental in protecting civilians. Viewers may note that Dynetics is a wholly owned subsidiary of Leidos, which is a Fortune 500 science and technology leader. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why the U.S. Army has selected Dynetics Enduring Shield despite testing Israel's famous Iron Dome. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by the free-to-play military vehicle combat game War Thunder. We talk a lot about military vehicles on this channel, but what about trying them out for yourself? In War Thunder, you can choose from more than 1,200 playable vehicles from the 1930s to the 1990s and go to battle on more than 80 theaters of war. You can fly aircraft, helicopters, drive tanks, and command ships of all types and sizes, which have been carefully recreated from their real-world counterparts. It's available as a free download on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One with cross-platform support. So grab your friends and give it a try. All viewers of Defense Updates that register using the link in the description below will also get a free premium tank, aircraft, or ship and 3 days of premium account time as a bonus. The U.S. Army had finalized a deal to bring Israel's famed Iron Dome to protect soldiers and assets deployed abroad in hostile territories. As per reports, the contract included 12 launchers, 2 radars, 2 combat management systems, and 240 interceptor missiles. The U.S. Army successfully test-fired one of 2 Iron Dome systems acquired in the last 2 years. According to a statement by the Program Executive Office, Missiles and Space, soldiers from the 343 Air Defense Artillery Battalion engaged 8 cruise missile surrogate targets as part of a coordinated performance test and live-fire event. Viewers may note that the U.S. signed an estimated $373 million contract with Israel in August 2019 for the procurement of 2 Iron Dome batteries. The U.S. Army received the first system in November 2020 and the second in January 2021. As per official disclosure, the U.S. Army plans to deploy the systems as an interim cruise missile defense solution while continuing to acquire an enduring direct fire protection capability (IFPC) Increment 2 Inc. 2 system. Here's what the company has stated about the Enduring Shield, and it's quoted as follows. Derived from Dynetics technology and modified around previous Army science and technology programs, the Enduring Shield solution has been bid to meet the Army's Indirect Fire Protection Capability Increment 2 program needs. In creating Enduring Shield, Dynetics redesigned the launcher, created cost efficiencies, reduced complexity, and refined capabilities. Enduring Shield is capable of firing a range of missiles while providing current and future growth capabilities. The system offers a 360-degree envelope with the ability to engage multiple targets simultaneously. It can be fully integrated with the Army's Integrated Air and Missile Defense Battle Command System and offers both cyber resiliency and electronic warfare protections. Ronnie Chronister, Senior Vice President for Weapons Technology and Manufacturing at Dynetics, said, "The Enduring Shield solution leverages Dynetics' experience with ground-based launcher systems for the U.S. Army, including hypersonic missiles and other programs. We are eager to offer this all-American solution to the Army's cruise missile and other air defense needs. The manufacturing of components, performance of initial assembly, and system integration will be conducted in Huntsville, Alabama. Final assembly and system integration will be performed in Lawton, Oklahoma." In a June 3rd briefing, Ronnie Chronister said, "Our selection of that effector was based on the fact that the U.S. Army's sense of urgency was very high in getting capability into the field. But its launcher, Enduring Shield, takes the know-how from the MLL, or Multi-Mission Launchers, development and improves upon it," Chronister said. He said, "Our offering is not MML, but it's derived from the heritage and the things that we've learned from MML." Chronister said the company redesigned the stack system of the MML to obtain cost efficiencies and has worked to make the launcher more productive and less complex, which is critical to the U.S. Army's requirement to build 16 launchers and 80 interceptors in a short period of time. "Our offering has a 360-degree envelope with an ability to engage multiple targets simultaneously," he stated, adding that it was demonstrated to fully integrate with the Army's Integrated Air and Missile Defense Battle Command System, which is a key requirement. Chronister added the system is built with a modular, open system architecture, meaning any interceptor can be used with the launcher. He said, "We're basically missile agnostic, so if the customer comes back and wants to integrate another effector into our system, we've designed it such that that integration will be seamless and relatively easy to accomplish." As per reports, AIM-9X Sidewinder is being positioned as the interceptor to start with. The decision is a bit unexpected given the fact that it's considered a combat-proven system with high hit rates. According to Israel, Iron Dome has been used to intercept targets with a greater than 90% success rate since it was deployed in 2011. Though the data regarding success rate is often challenged by critics, there's no doubt the system has seen extensive real-world usage. Enduring Shield is only expected to be ready for deployment in about 2 years and is likely to be more expensive than Iron Dome. But the U.S. Army must have its reasons, and there are multiple parameters like interception range, load and reload time, simplicity of operation, etc. that would have been taken into consideration before finalization. It remains to be seen how Enduring Shield shapes up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.